been a few weeks, but things got pretty crazy at my house. We had an accident with Q. The end of her tail got caught in the door, and it degloved the end of her tail, so they had to amputate some of it. So Drew and I were attached to her 24/7. We were sleeping in shifts, and 12 hours on, 12 hours off kind of thing. It was pretty nuts. She was on a whole bunch of antibiotics and painkillers and stuff. She had a cone, but the cone was not big enough to keep her from getting to her tail, so we had to have her on a leash, and that's why we were connected to her. It was pretty crazy. She ripped her bandage off the third day. We got it back on, and then the day after that, she ripped it off again. And I asked the vet what we could do to keep her from doing that, and they were like, well, maybe we could sedate her. So they gave us these sedatives, and when I asked them what the side effects were, they said they would make her sleepy. What they ended up doing was shutting off all domestication in her brain. She became a wild wolf, and she was hurt and scared, and she tried to kill us. And I say that completely, 100% truthfully, she tried to kill us. She lunged for Drew's throat, and if it weren't for the fact that I had her on the leash, she would have killed him. It was terrifying and something I never want to go through again. You can imagine I was none too impressed with the vet when I called them back to tell them that our dog tried to kill us, and those sedatives were a very bad idea. One of my friends who runs the Yamnuska Wolf Dog Sanctuary, Georgina, told me that the sedatives that we were giving her had a side effect of making the dogs hyper-aggressive, which, I mean, honestly, why would you want to give that to a wolf dog? Why would you want to give anything that could make them hyper-aggressive to a dog that's already largely aggressive, right? It just doesn't make any sense. So I told them how fucking angry I was that they had given me something and my dog tried to kill us, and if it weren't for the fact that we had her on a leash, everything would have been very bad. What I ended up having to do at that point was just walk her around the house. I kept doing a circuit. I did this for hours until she would get tired and go to sleep, and then as soon as she woke up again, I'm back to walking. And then eventually, my friend Amy came over and helped. So she was up with Drew because he was afraid to be alone with Q, and I just needed sleep. I had been up like 36 hours at that point, and I was just fried. So I got to sleep for a good 7.5 hours, I think. And Amy hung out for about 5 of those. And by the time I got up, the sedatives were out of Q's system, so she was back to normal, which was much easier to deal with. And I am very, very thankful that nothing permanent was fucked up by those sedatives. What they gave us was called ACEVET, ACEVET, and even if you have a docile dog that you don't think is aggressive, I would really recommend never giving that to your animal, just as a precaution, because that's a memory that you will remember forever. The look of murder in your beloved pet's eyes. There was no recognition. She didn't know who we were, and it was scary. On the plus side, her tail is healing. We took the cone off, and it's all scabbed over, and all of her fur is growing back. She does lick it sometimes and takes the scab off, so we're just keeping it clean and letting it heal on its own now. There is no HD video this week because Drew's phone is broken and the loaner phone is broken, and so they sent him another loaner phone and it doesn't have HD video on it, which is awesome. But thank the flying spaghetti monster that that is all over. It's just a quick video update today because I don't have the time to do stuff. She's still recovering and I have to watch her. But thanks for tuning in, and don't forget to subscribe and like below.